Alright, for this video I'm doing something new with the video editing, so let's go into this. For this tutorial you'll need white, light brown, which I use Primo, Sculpey black, and I also use the Sculpey red, which I didn't realize is actually a little sparkly, but we'll work with it. Alright, let's move on. Next we're going to need a big ball of white clay, it's about 1 inch in diameter. After that you're going to cut it in half. Alright, after you cut that in half, you're just going to take these two half smaller pieces and cut them in half again. But this time I use my cutting tool and not my handy dandy karate skills. After that, you're going to roll these into nice little circles. Make sure the biggest one is as round as you can possibly get it, because this will be the head. Then you're going to cut off the top, making it flat on the top, but it'll still be round all around the rest of it. Then using the excess clay here, we're just going to take it and roll it out into a tube shape. And then we're going to cut off the excess on that.
Who said that? Who said they promised to never leave? Who said leave but never promised? I'm going to keep that. Oh, I'm going to keep this. Really crank that.
After you cut that off to the appropriate length, which should be pretty small, just go ahead and attach that to the back of the head. That is the Cuphead's handle on the back of his head. Next, we're going to take two of the smaller balls of clay that we had before, and you're just going to take your hand and you're going to roll them out. You can roll them against your hands or your work surface. I chose in this picture just to roll against my work surface because my other hand was holding the camera. But I do have a tripod now, so things will be less shaky. Thank God. After that, you're just going to take the two cylinders, I don't know what to call these, that you rolled out and set them to the side. These will be his legs. Next, we're going to move on to the two balls. I wanted to say dots. Ugh. It's late at night, y'all. I'm tired. But I had to get this edited for y'all to get it up by Friday was when I upload. Yeah. Next, we're just going to roll these out into tiny teardrop shapes. Jeez, guys. I'm really tired. These are going to be the hands. And after you roll them into teardrop shapes, you're just going to take your rolling tool of any sort, because I'm that tired, and you're going to roll it out flat. And God, I went so off camera with that. I don't know where my brain was at. I really don't. After you roll it out flat, just take your dotting tool or X-Acto blade and you're going to go ahead and indent the fingers. I just did my usual 2 lines, but I think Cuphead only has like 4 fingers as well, and not 5 fingers. And I also cut off the bottom to make it nice and flat, as you can see right here. Then after that, I wanted to make the edges that go around the gloves, so I just rolled this out very, very thin clay. And after I did that, you're going to see where I set the gloves on top of that, so that we can just take it and fold it over to make it wrap around the gloves. And then you can blend it together with your fingers or your dotting tool, whatever your choice of blending tool is. As you can see here, I'm just literally struggling for no reason, so I just show you how I flip it. That's the finished product on the gloves. After that, you do have to make his thumbs, because I wanted him to have thumbs so he has fists balled up. So I took 2 small excess pieces of clay, rolled them into 2 little balls, then rolled those balls into teardrop shapes and just stuck them on. And that's how the cute little thumbs look. Next, we're going to start on his straw. So we're going to need 1 white ball of clay, and we're just going to roll it out nice and flat into a little cylinder shape, which you'll see in just a moment. Oh, hey there, Cuphead. What's up? Oh, this is a little awkward. Oops. Guess he couldn't handle seeing himself a little falling apart. I'm sorry for the bad puns, but I know y'all love it just as much as I do. After that, you're just going to cut the straw on a bias, and then the easiest way I can tell you to do this is just to flip them so that the pieces go together in the opposite way. It's kind of hard to explain, but just look at the pictures for reference. Then after that, I just blended them together. And after I blended them together, I wanted to make a swirly bit on top of his head, just like the Funko vinyl. So I just took my dotting tool, whatever you're going to call it, blending tool, and made the swirls. Finally, now we're on the red. Well, not finally. We're not at the end yet. Jeez. And then for the red, we're going to make 3 large... not large, oh lord, one large ball and two smaller balls. Roll them all into teardrop shapes because that's our old reliable. Then after that, you're going to make them all flat at the top, so line them all up perfectly and chop them all off and make them about the same length actually. That way it'll look more even. After that, I just took my blending tool and blended it into the body just so it would be nice and smooth in appearance. And after that, you're going to cut off the nubs like I did right here so that it'll be nice and flat. So you can go ahead and take some glue if you'd like to, or just stick it on and stick the leg pieces on that we made earlier and set to the side. I always use glue to be safe. Next, we're going to take the excess clay that we had right here, and we're just going to ball this up nice and pretty, even though it's not going to look pretty here. I made it prettier after I got off camera, all for the camera. Then you're going to roll it out flat after it's balled up nice and pretty, which you can see this is hard to do with one hand. And after you do that, here, I was saying wait. After you do that, this will be the final product. A lot prettier than what we were expecting to get. Then just cut this into a long, thin strip. Get it as thin as possible because this will be wrapped around the straw to make Cuphead's stripes on his straw. Which I think this actually came out pretty cute. Although if you got a pasta machine, I recommend putting it on the highest setting, or the lowest setting, I don't know, just to make it as thin as possible. Next, we're starting with the brown, which all we will need is to make is the shoes, so you need two small balls about the same size. And all you need to do is roll these into chubby little teardrop shapes. We all love chubby teardrops. Drink some water because it's 1:44 a.m. where I'm at right now. Do not need coffee right now. Whew. Then just press it flat against your work surface. Alright, now you're going to take these three balls that we've already rolled out with the black clay. And the first thing we're going to do is take the largest ball and roll it into a teardrop shape. What else will we do with it? Because apparently that's all we do here. And then you're just going to cut the top and the bottom off and go ahead and stick the top part, the middle piece right there, onto the body. Make sure it lines up perfectly with the torso sides. If it's a little too big or smaller, feel free to re-roll it. Next, we're going to make his arms out of the other two black balls that we have right here. Try to make them about the same size so it'll just make it nice and easy. Then you're going to take them and roll them out nice and flat. Just rolling down the river here. That's enough rolling now, me. Then it's going to be about however size it is. Then just take your blade and cut it to the size that you need it to actually be. Which this was a little bit too long, so cut it just a little bit shorter than, maybe about an inch. Maybe a little less than an inch actually. Then just stick it to the body. And then just go ahead and glue the hands onto the nubs right there. If they're not flat enough, just kind of press them flat with your fingers, then glue it on. And there's the Loctite glue that I use. Next, I just added 2 metal wires for support. If you would like, you don't have to glue the head on here. And then after that, you're just going to indent 2 different eye sockets into the head, which you'll put the eyes into in just a moment. Alright, we're coming to the end now. First thing you're going to do is take cotton swabs and alcohol and just clean off all the dirt and all the debris on the clay. I used about 7 or 8 cotton swabs here. After that, you're ready to bake. So if you're using a gas oven, 360 degrees at about 12 to 13 minutes is the perfect amount. And I use tinfoil to support the fist so they stay up. Then I also use a pencil just to do the rough draft of the pupils and the mouth. It just makes it a little bit easier for me. Although I forgot to take a picture of the pupils. After that, just go in with some black paint, whether it's a paint pen or actual paint with a dotting tool, and just fill it in. And then we want to prepare the base, and I used a wooden base with gold Martha Stewart to make it look like a gold coin from the game. Now we're about to start the glazing, and I'll just put some music here for y'all.
Like a chicken mouth?
And now we're done with the glazing. I just wanted to take the time to record that at least once for you guys to see, just so you can enjoy it and also see how long it takes. And I usually do 2 to 3 coats for each of my sculptures for sturdiness. After that's done, you can just go ahead and use whatever glue you like and glue it to the base. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did, and I think he came out super cute, and I can't wait to do Mugman as well. If you'd like to see that too, leave it in the comments section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this video as well. Your guys' loves means so much to me, and thank you all for the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. I'm blathering. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.